Hey everyone, welcome back to Aries Souls Tarot. I am Lindsey, just adjusting the mic here. Hey guys, so Aries, I'm going to be doing your singles read. So if you're single, hopefully you're watching this. If you have somebody in mind, or if you are with somebody or are dating around or something like that, then this read is probably not going to resonate. You can totally watch it and see if it does in any way, shape, or form, and just know that it probably won't. This is just going to be for the singles, and whenever you guys watch this video, hopefully it will resonate for those of you who are single. I'm not putting a date on it. Sorry, I'm just like adjusting everything. I don't know why. Just making it look pretty, I guess. Anywho, so when I started this read, I was guided to change my crystals. I really could not tell you exactly what these crystals are. I think this is jasper. It's kind of a orange with kind of some stripes on it. It's not carnelian. This is carnelian. This is my favorite stone. And I use this a lot to help me with readings, and they're totally like, they're different colors, like completely, and different designs completely. So I think this is jasper. This one is tiger's eye. I know that one for sure. So I was told to change that out. I actually changed all of them out except the amethyst. Obviously I use that for protection purposes. And then the crystal for amplification. But this one, I don't know exactly what this one is. It's like a... it's got like a metallic sheen on the inside. It's kind of like a golden, but then it's like black. So it's not like obsidian or anything like that. I'm not really sure what it could be. But yes, if you guys know, totally pop it in the comments below. And then this is a yellow, I think it's just a yellow quartz. I could be wrong in that. I'm really not good with my stones all the time. Just like the major ones. So anyways, yes, so they told me to, or I was guided to change those. So we'll see what comes through because of that. So let's go ahead and get started. Guys, I'm not going to go through the description box. You guys can totally check that out. I know you know how YouTube works. Hopefully it's not your first time on YouTube. So definitely check it out. No extended reads today because it's like 9 o'clock at night when I am doing this, and I have school in the morning. And to be honest with you guys, I'm supposed to be doing homework right now, but I needed a break. I've been doing it for a while, and I just really felt drawn to do your read. So congratulations, Aries, for you being the one to pull me away from my homework, which is totally fine. I'm not complaining. Alright, let's get going, Aries. Like I said, don't forget to check out the description box, preferably after the video. So for my singles, what is coming in? What do they need to know? What kind of messages do you have for us? Aries. Uh-oh. Singles. Alright. You have an opportunity coming in, but I kind of feel like most of you don't see it. You don't see this coming in. For some of you, they're kind of telling me that you're unsure if you're going to be like passionate about the situation. Like this person might be somebody that isn't your normal type. Okay, so you might question if there is a future with this person or not. Like I said, it's for some of you. Alright, I'm going to do this way. Yes. Okay, so lots of solar plexus here with all of this yellow going on. Middle of the spread right now, we have the 10 of coins, which is really great. It means great stability. You could be focusing on your career or your work, your finances, that kind of stuff right now. And it could be weighing on you that that there's nobody around right now. Like you could be not necessarily worrying. but you could be like heavily thinking like, why am I still single? Like, I feel like you guys might be tired of being single, and I feel like you might feel that way because you feel like you have been with yourself long enough that you have done the necessary healing. Yeah, see, that just kind of confirms what I was just saying. But the good news is that there is something that is coming in. You are being asked to put your guard down, open your heart to love. Open your heart to love. All right, bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Cups. Actually, I'll put it over here. All right. For some of you, this opportunity that's coming in could be coming from somebody who walked away in the past, somebody you turned your back on. Sorry, Aries. For those of you that don't know, whenever I start getting messages, my nose will either start itching or I'll start sneezing. I cannot explain it to you. I have Googled it. It is such a thing, and you're more than welcome to Google it too, about how tarot reads or tarot readers' noses itch. I can't explain it, and I don't think that there is a solid explanation, so I apologize up front if like I start like sniffling or sneezing like I just did. Okay, so outside of that, what I was saying was I feel like it's somebody that walked away from in the past. Either they walked away from you or you walked away from them. I'm getting more so that you turned your back on them and decided that they were not for you. But at the same time, now you're like, okay, well, if they're not for me, then who is? And you're being asked to be patient and put your guard down, open your heart to love, to open your heart to something that isn't what you're used to, which is actually a good thing, because if you think about it, if we continue to date the same people that we always dated, then wouldn't we still get the same results in the end, right? And no offense, but if you're single, it's probably because you're dating the same type of people that end up having you single, right? So by this somebody else coming in that is not typical of you, that is not your normal type, it's actually a good thing, and it's going to bring a lot of stability and things into your life. Do I see a future, like a long-term future with this person? I'd have to get more details on that, for sure, and we will. I'm kind of getting, with all of this solar plexus that's here and the fact that Three of Coins is upside down underneath the reversed Tower, is that there might still be some healing there for you in forms of foundation with self, or in the matters of finances. They're telling me if it is financial foundation that isn't stable, that it deals something around like debt, things owed, basically. That's what they're telling me right now. So again, that can resonate for some of you, not necessarily for all of you. Really quickly too, guys, just side note, it is a general read. There are lots of people watching, so not everything is going to fit for everybody. Take what does, leave the rest. Do not try to make it fit. You are more than welcome to look at other placements in your natal chart for more information or messages that might come through. Okay. Yeah, guys. Okay, here's the thing. Let me tell you. I get it. Okay. So this person is not your normal type, okay? They are, I'm just going to be straight and honest with you. They are here to teach you a lesson. They are here to teach you a lesson in the matter of you learning exactly what it is you want. Okay, so this person's going to come in. You guys are going to have fun time. It would last a while. I'm not saying it's going to last forever, though. It's not like a marriage situation. It's not even necessarily a soul tie sort of thing. But it is an opportunity for you to gain insight on what it is you do and do not want within a person and how you want to proceed forward on to the next one. So kind of like a stepping stone is what they're telling me to tell you. It's like a stepping stone. So to get from point A to point B, you have all these stepping stones along the way. They're not necessarily permanent in the sense that you step on a stepping stone and you're like, okay, this is it. No, there's still journey ahead. There's still other things that need to be learned. And I feel like whoever this person is that's coming in, like I said, they're not your typical type, but they are going to shed light on the fact that you need to change who your typical type is, and this person is going to give you insight on exactly how to better fine-tune that. Okay, so they're also telling me to tell you about vibrations and fine-tuning. So if you are really concise with what it is that you want, then you can manifest that, which is exactly the card here. Okay, so normally I take out the top 5 cards, so that's this. But underneath here we have the Magician, right? So by going through this process here with this person, you're going to come out with a better understanding of what it is you want to manifest. Okay, so what I was saying with vibrations and fine-tuning, because they're telling me to not steer from that, is if you know, like if you say, okay, I want someone who's tall, blue eyes, and let's say plays football or something, right? Okay, how many people match that description, right? But if you say all of those things, but then you go, okay, but I want them to have grown up in a stable home, or I want them to have a steady job, or I want them to make X amount of figures, or whatever, like you're more fine-tuning that. Yes, you're limiting your options, the pot, but that's where trust and faith come in, is because there is somebody for you. All right, so the more specific you can get on who it is that you want, the better. Because, and here's the thing, is you can't, okay, so you could be super specific on what it is you want, right? A through Z. But take it with the knowledge that not all of those A through Z's will necessarily be hit within one person, okay? So you want to be with the person who matches the most of those, if that makes sense, okay? And I say that because maybe those things that they don't align with, now I'm not saying like they align with like 2 out of like 25, like let's say you have a list of 25 things, right? If they only align with like 2 or 5 of those, then obviously that's not your person, because not a majority. But if they're like at 20 out of 25, then you could say, okay, well maybe these other 5 things is something that they are going to work on. Do we know if they're going to work on it? No, we don't. Can we make them work on it? No, we can't. It has to take that person. So you're taking a risk, and that's the whole point of relationships, is taking a risk and understanding that you are an individual and they are an individual, and that's totally separate. Their path is their own, your path is your own. If they match up in a line for the long run, then they match up in a line for the long run. If they don't, then there was a lesson to be learned in that, and you grow from that, and you move on, right? You move forward. So with all of that said, I encourage you to, again, open your heart to the situation that's coming in. Know, like, even though you're going to know that this person isn't a long term, doesn't mean you can't have fun, doesn't mean you can't learn from the experience. And it might last, 6 months to a year. But I am not seeing anything in here that says it's going to be like a 10-year relationship or like till the end of days sort of situation here. But it is going to be a lesson on you, and they're also telling me to find your strength too. So it's going to be a lesson on you finding your strength and honing in on what it is you specifically want, okay? And I say that, like I said, because you have the Six of Cups in reverse, which means it's not going to be a soul tie. Three of Cups is a lack of coming together with somebody or friends or family. Six of Wands in reverse is no victory, right? And then Nine of Coins is being single. But through all of this, you find strength and you find what it is you really want. So yes, this is a stepping stone of a person. And I hate to tell you guys that, but I'm just being honest with you. Yeah, see, look, Four of Swords, self-healing, right? And then you have the Knight of Wands coming in and Queen of Wands energy because you're more confident in yourself. Look at this. Queen of Wands energy, Queen of Cups energy is going to bring in the King of Cups energy, right? So, I mean, we're getting there, right? Five of Wands, somebody who's going to fight for it, surrender. Like, I could keep going all day, guys. And I probably would if I was doing extended, but you guys are going to embody, you're going to learn so much from this connection that's coming in that the next turn of the wheel is going to be something completely different. And you're just going to keep building because now you're understanding that you can't keep doing the same thing because you're always going to keep getting the same results. All right. Wow. I feel like I told you guys like a lot, but I hope you got it. All right, they're telling me not to clarify this because, all right, so what should I, let's do these. Oh, geez. Okay, they're telling me to get this other deck out, but, like, the other deck is in its box on the shelf. Like, I'm not going to go get that in mid-read. I mean, I guess I could pause the video and go get it, but these will do for now. I'll probably bring them out. You know what? Forget it. All right, I'm going to bring it out. Give me a second, guys. Sorry. I can't fight this. All right, 1 second. Okay, guys. So the ones that were calling to me was this deck here. It is the Living with a Feather Heart, the Amenti Oracle deck. It is an Egyptian deck, an Egyptian-based deck, and I will totally be reading from this based off of what we get. But guys, I have not used this, and I don't even know how long. Like, I swear to you, it's been over a year since I used this. So the fact like this was like bugging me to be used right now is it's really odd. It really is, and I don't know if these. Wow, guys, those cards are like really sturdy. All right, I don't know if I need to read these in the reverse or not. I don't think so. Let me see. No. Okay. So these do not get read in the reverse. Cool. So, all right, Aries. Let's see why these cards are needing to be pulled out. A lot of these are about inner healing and self-healing. So we will see. I feel like my dog just did something. He came out looking all suspicious. All right, let's see. You have, I keep the waters pure and I create harmony. Okay, and I'll read those, and then I'll get one more for you guys because I just kind of feel. I honor virtue is on the bottom. Oh, he's going to talk to me now. All right, one more please. There it is. I give offerings that are genuine. Okay, cool. And I care for the earth. So I care for the earth. I'm not going to read that one. These are actually really cool cards. I guess I should show you guys. This one to me is always about like completing a cycle and learning from our lessons and being reborn, which I totally get from this read right now. You know, you're ending this cycle, you're starting a new one, you're learning your lessons and who it is and what it is that you want in a person. So I totally get why that's there. Okay, I keep the waters pure. Oh, I forgot they're not numbered. Okay. I keep the waters pure. Number 36, so that's a 9, so that's a completion card as well. 36. All right, let's see. In Egyptian mythology, Nun or Nu is the oh, I don't know how to say this word. Deification of water, and understood to be the representation of the primeval waters of chaos, which existed before giving birth to the land. From an elemental standpoint, water is represented as the realm of emotion, the subconscious, and intuition. Alchemically speaking, water is feeling, which finds a relationship to earth as sensation, and through a connection of these elements, a structured thought is born. A complex element and force of nature, water is a malleable influence which can transmute and transform, purify and cleanse, create and destroy, conceive and birth. In holding the intention of I keep the waters pure, we look beyond the elements or deity to water as the metaphor, whose lessons permeate substance and spirit. As water is a life force that is ever present, fluent in lunar language as it moves with the tides, and the symbolic representation of the subconscious mind. The path of self-inquiry, I cannot say that word, inquiry, and initiation into higher levels of thought and experience asks the candidate to make the unconscious conscious by exploring the abyss of the subconscious mind. Purification first comes through identification, and in diving deep into the waters of uncharted darkness, the process of transformation begins. You will free yourself when you learn to be neutral and follow the instructions of your heart without letting things perturb you. This is the way of Ma'at. The depths of the subconscious may show us our demons, such as fear, hatred, and anger, which in turn manifest in the material world through detrimental actions like tyranny, fanaticism, and ignorance. As we look into this reflecting pool of unresolved trauma, we must be reminded that all we will ever see looking back is our own reflection. For the reflection to transform, we must as well. It is through finding love for the unresolved trauma, giving light to darkness, and allowing the beating of our heart to transmute the images of the past that we can clearly visualize what is possible and move forward fluidly. Unlike Narcissus, who drowned in a shallow pool, admiring his own beauty, this beauty, your essence, is a pure expression of truth, which can only spring from a cleansed subconscious. Pure beauty hydrates the soul and reflects light in every wave. Our nightmares then become dreams, fear becomes love, hatred becomes acceptance, anger becomes passion, tyranny shifts to democracy, fanaticism to philosophy, and ignorance to awareness. With a light heart and purified mind, even demons can transform into angels, and any prior perception of antithesis is now seen as what makes our lives' thesis that much more profound. In making the unconscious conscious, each ripple of purity expands into the collective, allowing for a more fluid evolution to flow forward with a feather heart, connected to all but attached to no thing. Oh my gosh, Aries, that was so long. Yeah, so, wow, like that was really in depth. Like I feel like I need to like sit on that for a minute. Definitely, wow, definitely going in and maybe analyzing like why you keep having these same patterns. And it's funny that we have the transformation here, and she's kind of like balancing the waters, balancing her emotions, but going into the darkness and and revealing the subconscious, like they said, like making the subconscious conscious. So it's funny that we start with this, initial transformation card, and then we end with the completion card, because it's like you're going to travel through these steps, not necessarily in this relationship. I mean, but I feel like it's going to start in this relationship. I feel like this relationship is going to be the one that starts the change, right? It's going to start this transformation. So maybe this person's going to show you, how to go within and how to balance your emotions. They might bring things to light that you are unaware of right now. But definitely getting, like I keep saying, the balancing of emotions, bringing the subconscious to the conscious, right? Revealing those fears and transforming them into the opposite of what they are. So fear into love, like it said, right? Very deep. That one was very deep. Now I know why I only normally got like 1 or 2 cards out, because the explanation is really long. All right. I create harmony. I promise I'm not going to read, like, if this one's long too, we'll figure it out, guys. We'll just figure it out. All right. I create harmony. Right here, 25. So 25 is 7. 7, 7. 7 is about kind of balance. It's also a holy number, I believe. What did I say? 25, right? This is 26. This is 25 right here. Why can I not find it? Oh, I create harmony. Okay. Let's see. Pythagoras. Sorry, I don't know why I said Arius. So it says the Greek philosopher Pythagoras believed in the musica universalis, or the music of the spheres, in which celestial bodies move according to mathematical equations, which produces a form of resonance or musica. So music could be something that resonates between you and this person, or just a way that you deal with life, right? If you search for the laws of harmony, you will find knowledge. That is the proverb for that one. I feel like I skipped a page, but I didn't. Let's see. Every sphere was believed to relate to a number, every number to a sound, and with their interplay, a cosmic symphony, harmoniously traveling through space, becomes a luminous metaphor, which can be understood and applied in relationship to I create harmony. The Hermetic principle of correspondence from the Kybalion further elucidates this ideal as a way of understanding how correspondence works its way through the various planes of the mental, spiritual, and material universe, and the realms of the metallic, mineral, vegetable, and animal life forces. Harmony can be found or created when we actively seek the relationship between realms of consciousness, matter, and mind by looking for the sustenance within each substance. It is the music of the matrix, if you will. Okay, in seeking to understand embodied cosmic consonants, there are several alchemical keys to keep in mind. Planets, organs, minerals, days of the week, and archetypes each have a relationship, an embodied harmony of their own. So then it goes through and lists a bunch of those and the patterns and the days and that kind of, all that kind of good stuff. What I think they're saying right now is each day. Okay, so there's a couple things I'm getting from this. Each day brings a new day to start something new and create harmony in that, okay, in your life in general. I feel like when it comes to the reading that we had and how we're talking about balancing those emotions, but allowing somebody new to come in, I feel like even though that's kind of out of harmony, the fact that you're choosing something different than what you normally would, the goal is to find harmony within that. Okay, and I hope that makes sense. So yes, I feel like that's where they're getting with this. Like I said, music could be something that resonates with you guys. Music and your mind correlate to help you manifest things as well. Like right now I have on meditation music, which helps me kind of calm the conscious in order to be more intact with the subconscious, which is intact with spirit, which allows me to bring in these readings that I do. Anyways, so manifestation here, opening that line up so that you have better awareness of what it is you're manifesting. Okay, so there's a couple of things in there. So new doors open, creative will is empowered, and when you create, you can manifest, right? Manifestation comes through being creative. Like I said, there are different days of the weeks here. You guys can totally go through the list online, what planets relate to what days, what organ relates to those, and what sort of emotion or thought process goes with those, okay? So there's that. I don't think I'm going to read this one. I give offerings that are genuine. Basically, this one's about being like true to yourself, right? Surrendering, definitely. Let's see. I'll find it real quick and skim through it. Okay, so it's a number 6. So you went 976, just so you guys know that if you're keeping up with the numerology. And then I care for the earth is number, I'm not going to read that one, but it's number 15, so 6. So what did I say? 7. So 976 and then another 6. Okay, I give offerings that are genuine. Like I said, it's number 6, which is right here. Yes. Okay, so this speaks of Matthew 19:24. There's a key that unlocks suffering, the shackles of suffering. It says, and again, I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of God. Meaning you have to be free of baggage, be free of attachment. You pass into heaven with what you are, what you've done, how you've lived, not what you have acquired materialistically. Liberation is found in loving all without attachment, because giving because it feels good to give, allowing your presence to be a gift given without expectation of anything. So don't expect anything in return. Do things out of genuine nature. Don't expect recognition or anything like that when you do it. But more so, the fact that the heart chakra here is eliminated in this card. To me, this is definitely surrendering your heart. The fact that it ended up over the 4 of coins here in the reverse, again, about that surrendering and opening your heart. I feel like this is definitely a message for you to do that. Be genuine when you come across this person, because knowing what you know now, you don't want to come off as being fake with this person, like, oh, I know this is only going to last for a short amount of time. So don't do that, okay? All right, lastly, when I was getting those, okay, so I hope that we're clear on that. I hope we're resonating on that. Lastly, they wanted me to grab these. I'm only going to get like 2 of these. This is the Divine Animals Oracle right here. Not sure why they wanted me to grab these. I haven't used these in a while. I did do a reading for myself where I used it like last week, but these were back on the shelf too, but they called to me. Okay, you have the Deer, which is about power. It's a very beautiful card too. I like the fact that the moon is in her deer antlers here, definitely speaking to that feminine power, not, male or female sexually, but energies. Okay. It is also the number 11 card, so that's a very good clarification that you're on the right path, that you're doing the right thing. Bottom of the deck, you have observation with the peregrine falcon, right? So taking a step back, looking at everything from a different standpoint. Oh, guys, what's crazy, I don't know if you can see it in that but there's an Egyptian, I think, goddess right there. Right? Oh, now you guys got me curious. That's also a number 7 card. It's 25 reduces to 7, and you had 7 in that creating harmony card too. Let me see if it says who that is in this real quick, and then we'll close out the reading. Mythos. The eye of Horus is shaped exactly as that of the falcon. Horus himself, who had a magical birth, was a child of the goddess Isis and the god Osiris. When Osiris was killed and dismembered out of jealousy by his brother, the storm god Set, Osiris's loyal and loving wife Isis searched the world for pieces of his body. With the help of magical incantations supplied by Thoth, Isis healed Osiris and produced an heir, Horus. Horus united the family and became not just the god of the sky, but a protective influence over all of Egypt. Guys, you know what's crazy? Is that story, like all these stories, they have like mythical stories, right? Like this one talks of the Hindu god Ganesha, right, with the elephant. This one talks of Odin with the Wolverine, right? So you have all these different cultural stories. The fact that the Peregrine Falcon came out with an Egyptian story, and I just pulled Egyptian cards, is super crazy, right? So that Egyptian culture or something could resonate with this person or with you guys in some sort of way. I personally take into account Egyptian culture. That's why I have the deck. But I mean, like I said, I haven't used this deck in over a year. So the fact that that came out definitely is some sort of meaning or symbology to you guys that I just can't explain. And you guys are going to have to figure that out for yourself. Anyways, so power and observation, definitely pulling yourself back, definitely use your power. You had the strength card here. So, I mean, be in your feminine energy and know that you're on the right path. There's confirmation here. Don't be afraid to go. The moon represents emotions as well. So don't be afraid to go into your emotions and figure out what needs to be figured out. Just know that you do have somebody coming through. It is going to be stable. It's not going to be super, super long term. It could be 6 months to a year. It could even be 2 years, but I probably wouldn't put it past the 5-year mark. But this person's there for you to learn lessons and for you to understand a better portion of yourself that you aren't seeing right now, bringing that subconscious to the conscious, so that you can better manifest who it is you want in your future, what it is you want in your future, across the board, actually. So not just, they're telling me, not just in relationships, but in all aspects of your life, okay? Okay, Aries, so thank you for the read, because this was a good one. I like this one. I hope I will see you guys back here next time. Don't forget to subscribe. I am doing the 100 subscribers, starting the giveaways sort of thing. I think we're at like 44, 45 right now as I upload this. So the more the merrier. Please share out videos that you think friends and family would like. All that kind of good jazzy stuff, okay? All right, I will see you guys here next time. Bye.